Hey, real fam. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, welcome to my IGTV. Welcome to my live. If you are joining us live, but if you're catching up, hello to you. My name is Ntabi and I am excited to be here. Let me tell you a bit about myself. So my name is Ntabi. I am a brand builder. I'm a creative. I'm the founder of a design agency called IL Designs Creative Approach, which offers branding solutions. So I've established a brand when it comes like a brand in design, in working with various companies, various brands. I've built personal brands for different clients. I managed to help them also to build their businesses, and mainly through branding, because that is where I specialize more in. So I'm more qualified in terms of making sure that I create all the best websites for you, not just best, because you know, a website is just not about having a pretty website, but a website is a matter of making sure that your website meets the requirement for your client. And also it is not just beautiful, it serves its purpose. So there's so many functionalities that you can think of when you design a website. So, but the most important thing is making sure that what you are offering or what you are designing is relevant and it's directed to that particular brand or particular category of business, right? So that is me in a nutshell. And also I design logos for clients and all of that. And again, a logo is not just a pretty logo design with a certain colors, different shapes or whatever. A lot goes into creating a logo design, because that is a brand identity. That is what identifies or what somehow uniquely separates your brand from other people's brands or businesses. So that is quite important, and I just want you to take note of that. So I've done a couple of projects. I also do digital marketing. I'm now certified on fundamentals of digital marketing. And you know what? I'll share this information. If you wish to actually do maybe a certificate in digital marketing, fundamentals of digital marketing could actually be the right thing to start with. It is with Google, of course, Google Africa. You can consider doing it for free and you'll be certified. It's actually worth it, because right now everything is really turning into technology. A lot of things are just moving into technology. So you can actually do good for yourself if you can consider to obviously know much about digital marketing. And something about digital marketing, guys, is that a lot of people think that for you to actually know much about digital marketing, you really need to somehow be working in that particular field or something like that. And that's not the case. If you are a consumer, if you are a client, if you are someone who is active on social media, if you buy online, these are the simple things that you need to take note to say what you're doing. You're performing digital marketing. It's a part of digital marketing. If you have a website, if you often log in and purchase stuff, like I'll make an example with Take-A-Lot. If you keep buying stuff on Take-A-Lot, so you're making online transactions. So knowing about digital marketing will help you in terms of understanding, like if you want to go online and just buy or purchase at a particular store or online store, you need to check first, okay, is this website secured? Can I be free to just put out my details? Can I put out my my credentials without them being taken, or without them being, or my card being cloned, or you know, my information or my personal information being taken and all that. So that's something that you need to take note of. So I'm gonna greet you guys. I can see that we have a couple of people that have joined in. Hi Spa, thank you. Hi Anandi, hey. Township Hustler, what's up the hustlers? Mzansi Wisdom, always lovely to see you. Hi Lucifer, hope you're doing good, my pilot. When are you taking me on a ride? Okay, so I quickly wanted, thank you guys for joining, by the way. So I quickly wanted to do this live and to just share with you the differences between what personal branding and business branding. Now, one thing that I've realized is that a lot of people struggle to differentiate the two and wonder how best can they still market themselves and just differentiate between a personal and a business brand. Now, here's the thing. I know that it's important to understand that as much as you run your business, you also like a brand on your own and all of that. So I want you to understand something, and I'll make an example with me. So I have built a brand under the name or like Real Talk with Ntabi. So Real Talk with Ntabi is basically a foundation. So I have a foundation called Real Talk with Ntabi Foundation. So that is a brand that I've created, and it doesn't just do like what offer just services around the community, helping disadvantaged schools or whatever. Because okay, maybe let me not confuse you. So Real Talk with Ntabi Foundation, it's a foundation that I started to really help those in need. The whole purpose is to bring back the confidence of a young girl and a young boy. So some of our, or a couple of our projects that we've done is to go to disadvantaged schools to donate like sanitary towels, even a roll on for boys, because we also saw the need to really make a difference to a boy child, because sometimes we focus a lot on a girl child and we ask ourselves, what happens to a boy child? So I think also me having the advantage of having a little brother, it somehow made me realize that, okay, it's not only girls that could be in need, even boys are in need. All right. So that's basically that. So I've established a brand around Real Talk with Ntabi, and it ventured into me doing public speaking, me having like a YouTube channel, me building or creating content, being a content creator, and working with brands. So it's like it's categorized in various ways. So I build a brand around that. And also on the other side, I have IL Designs, Creative Approach, which is my design and media agency where I focus on building your brand as a business, as a brand, and to help you, discover that online presence, or to have that really good online presence. And yeah, so I got to really do both. And I remember there was a time where I was struggling to really identify which side I need to focus more on, or how can I best market the two brands without me losing people's attention on a particular brand, so meaning without people losing my personal and my business brand. Now, I'll tell you a quick story. So when I would do campaigns, so I have this name. When we do sanitary towels campaigns, I already have a nickname. If you can go to Google now and search for hashtag #ubabeswamapets, you'll probably see me popping up, because like most of the time that will be the hashtag that is used for me, because I would dance for the kids, I would inspire them and dance for them afterwards and all of that. So that's basically the why I think #ubabeswamapets ended up appearing or being discovered, right? And then I was consistently marketing or promoting the campaigns because we rely a lot on donations and all of that. So often I would have to always post on my socials, put videos together, request and all of that. And I felt like at some point I was known for that. I was known for that particular part, that, okay, Ntabi is Babes for my pets. She goes around schools, donates sanitary towels and all of that, right? So that part was what I was mainly known for. But I did not want to be known for that. I needed to make sure that I tell people what I need to be known for. All right, that's what I wanted. So I can see we have comments. No, my phone is ringing. These people can wait. I'm gonna decline it. Sorry about that. My phone was ringing. I declined it. Hi Pindi, welcome. Hi Patega. Hey. Hello, beautiful earrings. Thank you, honey. I actually sell these earrings, by the way, and they are available in various colors. I will be putting them out soon on my socials. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, consider following. So I did a live now, and someone was inquiring about them. So I needed to show them some of the colors that I have. So we have the red, we have the pink, we've got black, and we've got brown, and there's also green, I think, in my collection that I have. So yeah, you can inbox me or DM me if you are around. And actually, no, it doesn't matter where you are. Just, yeah, especially if you're in SA, we'll make it happen. If you want to purchase, I will be glad to do that for you. But anyway, we're here now. So I needed to, it was important for me to really make sure that I identify my audience. I mean, not identify my audience. I needed to make sure that I get it clear as to what I want to be known for. Now, I want to share with you something that I did. And this is what happened. If you know Vusi Tembekwayo is a global speaker. He's a business owner. The Growth Fund. So he was speaking at, I think it was a startup grind, and I happened to be a part of that conference. And then I asked the question to say, Vusi, how can I best separate my two brands? How can I best separate my personal and business brand, but without losing people, without losing engagement with other people? How can I best do that? And then his answer was, it's important for you to make sure that you have all your offerings in one space. So meaning, if a person goes to my personal website, they should be able to see the work that I do. If they go to my business, I think the personal one more, that's when you can put everything. In terms of business, you can just, the design business, you can just put out more of the business itself without really showcasing your personal side, because you don't want to also confuse clients, right? So, but on your personal one, it's a great place to market, because it somehow helps you to just go to an extent of just speaking about just about everything that you're doing. Now, obviously, I think business cards right now, they're not that necessary, because if you are, let's just be realistic. COVID kind of made things, so we somehow stopped designing websites or printing out websites. We are now using more digital. So if you are considering printing business card at this point, I would just advise that you avoid it for now, unless, of course, your market, or you are most of the time you are outdoors, you are probably an events planner. And if you are doing an event and it caters like 50 people and you feel like you need to give them cards, do that. but I think a digital way of doing things is even better. Like, for example, if you can have a database of those people, that is important, because like giving people business cards doesn't assure you that people will respond or engage or whatever. Unlike you having their emails, for example, or some kind of a subscription list somewhere on your cloud or wherever. It's better because if you're promoting something, you'll be able to just look into that list because they've subscribed on your mailing list, and they can automatically just you can automatically just even advertise something if you're selling a service now. But okay, I'll still make an example with this as to after the conversation that I had with Brucey, or the advice that he gave me, what I decided to do. So what I then decided to do is to have a 2-in-1 business card. So I had a 2-in-1 business card, meaning I had information about my company and I had information about my business brand and my personal brand. So on this side, as you can see, this is all the information about my design agency, which is IL Designs Creative Approach. So all the details, all the service offering, all the stuff that I'm offering, they are there. Some of our phones are not quite great in terms of focusing, but yeah, basically that. You can obviously go to after this, you can search for IL Designs and you will see this logo right here, and then you can follow that page to see the services that I offer here on Instagram. And then on the other side, it's now my personal details, which is the public speaking, which is what I'm basically offering at this point in terms of creating content and all of that. You get my point? So I had to really work on a way in terms of marketing myself both ways, okay? Marketing myself both ways without having to lose out on engaging other audiences. Now, why is this important? So what I've realized is that I have to, like Real Talk with Ntabi, as like more of a personal brand, has to market IL Designs. So like, for example, I do like also public speaking. So if I'm invited at an event and I'm requested to speak about business or just something in line with, because I also do like empowerment, you know, motivation. Like I also do women empowerment talks. I also do entrepreneurship events and all of that, which soon I will be doing the Digital Boss masterclass, which will probably be you know, a few number of audiences that I want to have in one space, not digitally. So we also do digitally. So if you want to be a part of that, please make sure that you also follow or like or join my private Facebook page, which is called Digital Boss. That's where I also share a lot about digital marketing. But if you are okay just being here on Instagram, make sure that you follow me. If you're joining this live and you're not following, make sure that you follow so that when you see that post, you get to be a part of it if you are available. All right. So that's my advice to you. Now, so the whole idea about the difference between personal and business brand is to somehow help you have a good structure in terms of how you run your brands, how you run your businesses, because it will be quite difficult for you to be solid in terms of how you should run your business and how you should run your personal brand. And remember that at the end of the day, your personal brand will give birth to your business brand. I hope you get what I'm saying. Your personal brand, it will eventually give birth to your business brand. And I can make an example with YouTube. Like, I mean, I'm a YouTuber. I create content on YouTube, right? And the Booby brand, which is part of this earrings here, Booby brand was launched the beginning of last year. just after Zozibini won Miss Universe, because she's the one that inspired Booby brand. And what it means is that be you, be inspired, it's now or never. So she inspired that, and I started designing t-shirts and selling them, and just, you know, growing my brand around that. So the fact that I'm a YouTuber as well, it means that using my personal brand and creating content on like YouTube, for example, it also gives me an opportunity to open a space where I can launch my products, market my products, and obviously offer my products to other people. So if you are here and you're struggling in terms of building your personal brand or differentiating between the two, think of it this way, that the fact that you have a personal brand, it's important for you to take note of this part. So I'm going to give you the 3 points that you need to take note of for a personal brand. So point number 1 is that know who you are. So knowing who you are helps you in terms of where you want to take your brand, where you want to go. So it somehow clarifies or gives you a better picture of what you basically want to do with your brand. You get my point? And I think know who you are is one word, but knowing what you want to be known for is very important, okay? Knowing what you want to be known for is very important. I think that is one part that I wish you can really take into account, because you can be doing a lot of things and just relax to say I'm a personal brand and all that. But if you are just all over the place and you don't have at least some kind of unique way of presenting and selling yourself, it's difficult for people to even get where you are, where you're going. And even building a good audience or the right audience, it becomes difficult, because someone is going to come to your timeline and go like, what is this person doing exactly? I can see so many things. Okay, I actually saw this post and I was interested in this. But when I look at the rest of the post, they are saying something different, right? So try by all means to work around that and see how you can honestly differentiate between the two, and it will actually help your brand, honestly. Because I think the most important brand is the personal brand, because it eventually or automatically gives birth to your business brand if you don't have both already. So if you can master the personal, you will definitely do well on the business. Now, the second point for personal brand is identifying your target audience. So right now, I just shared with you as to not being too all over the place, not being sure what you're doing, because even the people that you're trying to target, if they are not who you want, then it's a problem. So in terms of identifying your target market, let me just make an example. So who is most likely to wear earrings, especially this type of earrings? Obviously, it's women, right? Which type of woman would be interested in this? You think of an age group. So I would assume that possibly around 18 years, around what? Even 16? You know, there are 16-year-olds that love this. I mean, from 18 to probably 60. You know, there are women that are a bit older, but they still love earrings and all that. And, you know, they have like an African feel and all of that. So it's some kind of a design that would interest an African woman, someone who loves, you know, print, who loves just embracing the natural self and all of that. You get my point? So that is one example that I can make. So when I have to now identify the audience, I look at those, I look at the market, and when I even think of promoting the earrings and everything, I look at those categories. And for example, or the next point would be geographically, who are you targeting? Where are they from? And where do you want to sell your items or your products to? Like, where do I want to sell these earrings? I mean, at this point, South Africa is where I'm currently selling. Right now, on my website, I mean, I was on live on YouTube, and on YouTube, I even have a global audience. And already there was one person who inquired to say, I'm in the USA, I want those earrings. And I'm like, and I was honest to say, okay, I haven't yet discovered which shipping method I will use to ship internationally and all of that. So that is a part that I need to now look into and see how best I can actually do that, right? But now, if maybe my target audience at this point is South Africa, I need to make sure that even when I try to market, I don't minimize it to just people located in Joburg or in a particular province like Northwest or Mpumalanga, or, you get my point. So I need to be able to make sure that I target all women everywhere because I'll be able to reach them. And now the advantage of making sure that you identify your audience and everything, it's also an issue of making sure that you'll be able to meet the requirements. You will be able to offer what you're saying you can. And knowing where they are, it helps you in terms of knowing that, okay, so this client is from KZN, so can I be able to deliver in KZN? What best method can I use? And it makes it easy for that. All right, it makes it easy. Bridget, hey Bridget, do you do coaching? So what I do, I don't know if I should call it coaching, but okay, maybe let's call it business coaching. So I offer consulting, like I consult. So I normally do consulting. Yo, English, Sehoa, English. I do consultations on digital marketing, branding, and all of that. So if you want to build your brand and so on. So I do that. So I would actually say that there is also an element of coaching because on Digital Boss, I basically coach like the members in terms of them knowing a lot about digital marketing. And soon we will be having an event where we will be, drawing up, having a structure as to how to create the best content for your brand, your social media and all of that. So it's just going to be a couple of things. So in short, to answer you, yes, I do business coaching, or should I say branding coaching, digital marketing, and yeah, basically I consulting. I get a lot of people that will consult and just to get an overview or an idea of how they can structure their brand. So I give them strategies that they can use, and once they are ready for the next phase, if they happen to want to now move into creating those brands, that's when my design company also comes in, which is everything is under IL Designs basically. So the consultation is under IL Designs and the branding services as well. So it becomes a benefit of both. So once you have consulted, you already even have a designer, someone who will build your brand and take care of your social media. So you are like sorted already, So that's basically what I do. Now, we are almost done. We are almost done. A few minutes. Now we are moving on to how to make your business brand, or how to differentiate your personal to business brand. Now, the first thing about identifying the business brand, or what you need to focus on, is number one, define your brand. Define your business brand. It's important for you to define your business brand, because it's one thing to say you have a business brand, but what's unique about your business? What stands out about your business as opposed to all the other businesses? And it also helps you that if you have a defined way of explaining or presenting your business, it makes it easy for you to be unique and to stand out. So you need to ask yourself that question, that, okay, so in terms of business, we know very well that competition, it's there. We will have competition. One way or the other, you will compete with other people, with other businesses. It's the nature of business, and it's not an issue of, I just saw Bridget having a business and now I want to do it. No, If maybe your business is unique, is not like any other, then good for you. The market is super awesome for you. Then you don't even have to worry. You don't even have to worry about waking up early in the morning and pushing your work, because you know that there's money coming in. There's just so much coming in, right? So you can avoid even that. But like, the reality is, when it comes to business, we know that the market is big. So let's assume that, I'll make a typical example. Let's assume that you decide to relocate and move to another province. Let's say you decide to move to PE or wherever, or Durban or Cape Town. And when you get to Cape Town, the building that you just bought, you realize that, okay, next to that building, you have a competitor. Right next to that building, you have a competitor, and this person is offering the same service that you're offering. So the first question will be, so if this is the case, what is your unique selling point? What makes you stand out from that other business? What defines your business? How can you present yourself better from other businesses? And what do you even know your SWOT analysis around the business? Have you done your research? Have you identified your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities that are available, and of course the threats that could be there? So it's important to do that. But defining is very important, because it gives you a clearer picture of where you're going when it comes to business. And even if you now have to not collaborate, but to really try to gain clients and all of that, it's important for you to know that if I'm able to define my business clearly, it means that it's easier for people to buy into your business. So imagine if you had to just have a business, but it's difficult for people to buy into your business because you can't even define it. Yet you say you have a business. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. So really be able to define your brand. Now, the other thing is that use the most effective marketing strategies available. So, we have our amazing the voice of marketing. If you know her, you know what, give her some love. Her name is Leboline. Leboline is just an amazing person when it comes to speaking about marketing strategies and all that. So what I'm trying to say is that if you take advantage of using this different marketing strategies, you will somehow be able to have a winning solution for your brand or for your business. Because if you do that, then you at least are putting your business in a better space, in the best space. Because if you are effectively using those, then it's easier for you to even just to venture into the market, or just pin through the market and just excel and just blow up in the market and make your business grow. I'm saying this, and I can make an example with my business. So I've had my design agency for 5 years. IL Designs is actually, this is the 6th year to be exact. And within the 6 years that I started my design agency, it was not operating full time for about 3 years, because I was just focusing on studies and just doing it part-time and working full-time and all of that. So it was on a part-time basis for a period of time. But now I'm running it full-time, I'm running it full-time. So what I'm basically saying is that because it's important for me to tell you what I'm telling you, or to give you the tips or how you can better your business brand or identify your business brand better. But it's important to also tell you how my business, or how I was able to navigate all of that in my business. Because what would be the point of me telling you about something that you should do for your brand, for your business brand, yet I haven't applied it in my business, or it hasn't worked for my business. All right. So my business, I think second quarter of my of my business, after three and a half years, that's when I got to see now my company, my business doing well, because now I was getting to a point where I couldn't even manage to just focus on both the 8 to 5 and then get back to doing my business, because I wasn't even sleeping anymore. I would leave home at 5 and come back around 6 or maybe 7 sometimes, and I would have to do whatever that I need to do in my house and make sure that I work and do projects for clients. Or sometimes I would even take lunchtime. My lunchtime at work would be me sitting with a laptop at some coffee shop closer to work, so that I can check out emails, respond to emails, see if there's a quick job that I can do and send to a client within that hour. So it really caught up with me, and it wasn't great because my health was no longer great. I had to make a decision, and at the same time, I had to strike a balance, because it means that if the whole hour I didn't have my lunch and relax and try to, gather my thoughts or just refresh my mind so that I can get back to work. Instead, I'm busy working. So by the time I get back after my lunch, I'm still busy and I get probably tired quickly. And yeah, that's why I even got to an extent of getting symptoms of stroke. My doctor told me that you've got symptoms, English, symptoms of stroke. So what happened was the whole side, my whole right side. I don't remember if it was the right or left side. It was burning. It was sore. I had severe headaches, and sometimes I would not even feel this area. And that's when my doctor told me that you have symptoms of stroke. And I was like, what? And I remember that, people that I got to see having stroke, sometimes their lips, like, they change shape and all that. And I was like, what? A whole 30, I think at the time I was 32 or 31, 32. Yeah, I think I was 32 at the time. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah. I was like, what? I'm gonna 32-year-old? No, I cannot do this. I know that we're chasing money, guys. We're chasing really building our crafts and making money. But if you're not gonna do it the right way, unfortunately, you are the one who's gonna suffer. And all the amount of money that you put out, that you work so hard for, unfortunately, that money you'll not even enjoy that money. You will end up having to pay your medical bills and not even enjoy a single cent, because you are overworked, you are fatigued, you're not resting and all of that. So I've gotten to discover or to realize that my health, my time, my rest is more important than me chasing money, chasing those coins. Yes, I need money. Right about now, I feel like I need to send out invoices to clients. I need to do that, and it's something that I need. I mean, if I don't work, it means that my business is not going to operate. If I decide to just sit, remember, this is not like I'm working for a full-time company that will pay me at the end of the month, even if I decide to just relax and not do anything. So it won't happen like that. Unfortunately, my business needs my attention. But having said that, it's important for me to understand that I'm not going to give my business the right or the best attention if I'm not good, if I'm not recharged, if I'm not fueled up, if my energy levels are low, if I'm fatigued. What will I do? I won't even produce good quality work, or I can just produce the minimum work that I'm not even 100% proud of. And what ends up happening? What ends up happening, I'll probably not even continue getting more clients or getting more referrals, because I would have just, put a minimum effort on whatever that I did, even though I did it right. But the fact that it was a minimum effort, it means that it puts me at a risk of not achieving something, or not getting more clients, or still building a good relationship with my clients. All right. So that's my point right there. Now, it's important for you to rest, to recharge, and make sure that you get elevated, get to be rejuvenated, not elevated, rejuvenated, so that you can do your business better and to just give your best. And giving your best is the best thing you can do, because if you're not going to give out your best, then what do you expect others to do? Do you expect them to just stay just because you are giving them what you can? So giving your best is important. And I think the minute you start developing your own brand or developing your own business, that's when you start realizing the importance of doing that. All right. So the very last point, when it comes to business branding, thank you for the love. I can see the hearts popping. I appreciate that. It means that you guys are hearing something. So I'm going to say the last point, but let me quickly give you a call to action. So I share digital marketing content on my private Facebook, which is Digital Boss. So if you are keen to joining that page, you can do that. And I have a design agency, which is IL Designs. You can now, after watching this live, you can go and search for IL Designs. You'll be able to see my page, and there's a link to my website. You can check it out. And I also have a YouTube channel called Real Talk with Ntabi. That is where often I would do, I have even a playlist on digital marketing. I also share content around digital marketing and even business in general. I even have content that will help you if maybe you want to know how can you start designing a website. In terms of getting yourself a domain, what are the processes? Because I've often gotten clients that will come to me and say, you know what, I created a domain with so and so, and right now they are nowhere to be found. What are your rights in terms of owning a domain? And who are you creating your domain with? And are those people accessible? What if it happens that they design your website, it's a once-off thing, the next thing, after a year or a couple of months, you feel like, I want to update certain things on your website, on my website. Will you be able to do that? Will you be able to access it? Will you have access? So you need to think of those things. And yeah, that's basically that. So getting to the last point, stay true to your brand. It's important for you to stay true to your business brand. And staying true to your business brand, it's somehow a personal thing. Especially if you are a business owner or you are aspiring to really, actually not aspiring, you're a business owner. If you have that, and this applies to you as someone who has a personal brand, because like I said earlier, your personal brand will give birth to your business brand. So it's important to stay true to your brand, know the values that, your brand, have values in your brand, know the vision in terms of your business brand, and make sure that they're in line with whatever that you're doing. So staying true to yourself and your staff, your team, and all of that, and your audience, because I think right now most of us, we often work remotely and all of that, and most of our audience are online. So these are your clients, these are your staff members and whatnot. You do collaborations, you do whatever and all of that. So it's important that you stay true to your brand, and whatever message that you are putting out, let it be a message that is true and represent your brand. Okay, so that is very, very important. And lastly, it's also important for you to take note of the fact that the values, the culture of your business or your brand needs to match each and everything that happens in the brand, in the business. Because if you are not being truthful, that will reflect bad when it comes to your client. That will reflect bad when it comes to other people and all of that. So try by all means to make sure that you instill the right values and you are true to yourself. And another thing, I feel like we like, if you have a business or if you have a brand, something that we shy away from is the fact that, you know what, our business is able to offer this and it can't offer this. It's okay for you to say, I don't offer this service in my brand and all that, as opposed to, and maybe refer them some way, as opposed to saying, I know someone would be out here and thinking, no, but you know what, that will be you losing money. You can find someone and then charge these people, get a mock-up and give like a mock-up, get interest or what, get your share, and then they, you know, all of that. But the whole point of this is that we can't do everything. You can't do everything. You can build partnerships with other people and to refer some of the work. If you are not able to do, like for example, at this point, my design company doesn't do design apps. So when someone says, Ntabi, I want an app designed, I will not say, okay, I'll send you the code or whatever. I would either maybe say that, or I would directly contact someone who I know, which there are a couple of clients that are not clients, but a team that I work with that would do apps, and I would, you know, call them. You know, one of my a guy that I've worked with like almost since we were in high school. Actually, we graduated together and we still work together. His name is Nhlanhla. He's amazing. His work is amazing, and I would call Nhlanhla to say, Nhlanhla, someone needs an app. Can your company do this? And then he jumps into it and does it. And that is not a problem. It's all great. Unlike me wanting to put pressure on myself and do work that I don't provide and delay on the turnaround time and all of that. And that sucks because it really jeopardizes your relationship with a client. So that is something that you guys have to take note of. And that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. I was actually supposed to be here for like 10 minutes, but I went on and on and on and on. But anyway, that is basically what I wanted to say. Thank you so much, all of you guys that joined in. Much appreciated. I see Brenda, I see Pindi, I see Benito. Hey Benito. I see Nolusha. Hey. I see Gienda. What? Gienda. Is that Gienda? How I'll call you Gia, okay? We see Gia, we see Valerie. Valerie, okay, Valerie, okay. So yeah, guys, that was it from me about personal and business branding. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you've taken something out of it. And I'm hoping that you will somehow check out my design services, and you'll probably you know, use some of my services. I mean, I look forward to seeing how I can help your brand grow and, you know, to be well established. And yeah, so I'm ready to talk business when you are. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms, Real Talk with Ntabi, and of course especially YouTube and here on Instagram. And yeah, IL Designs as well, my design agency, which is the most important one, by the way. So with that said, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Masira, for joining. Thank you, Zanzi Wisdom, much appreciated. And Masira and Lawrence, you guys are bad. You just joining in while I'm, like, when I'm leaving. I mean, you guys missed out. You guys missed out. But it's all good. It's all good. I can just do a takeaway. So the takeaway that you can take from this video, which of course Masira and Lawrence, you'll have to replay this video. It's the importance of differentiating your personal and business brand and how you can best market them both. Masejo, you need to watch this. You have a brand. You need to watch this. You need to know how you differentiate Masejo and Funpreneur as well. So guys, to the fellow Luz, you guys are joining when I'm leaving. Why? You know what? But anyway, it's all good, guys. Please replay this video. It's very important, especially if you want to build your brand and to really find a solid way of managing the two, the three, if it's more than two. So this will be very helpful. I think it has helped me, and I believe also that it will help you. So those that just joined in, much love and appreciation. Please do a replay, and yeah, until the next video or post, please give me some love. Like this IGTV, this, like, after watching live, go and just like this video, share it on your stories, guys. Let's you know, help me to push what I'm doing in terms of giving out value and also offering my design services, and to really promote the work that I do, because I believe that there's so much value. By the way, my battery flat is dying. It's on 5%, so I gotta go. Love you guys. Cheers for now.